Here, you can do that. We are live. Welcome to a special Christmas edition of the Supplement Engineer Happy Hour Live Q&A, as we are here every week, every Wednesday afternoon with my lovely wife and partner in crime.
Yay!
Sandy. Merry Christmas to all of you, and if you're celebrating some other kind of holiday, good. But we're Christmas in this household, so all thumbs up. But Festivus is a close second. If you want to celebrate Festivus and show off your feats of strength and your airing of grievances, that is also an acceptable holiday to celebrate here on the channel. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from, what you're doing for Christmas, what your favorite Christmas movie is, or Hanukkah movie, or Festivus movie, or your favorite Seinfeld episode, whatever you're watching. I don't know.
We just like Seinfeld.
We do. So yeah, let us know where everything is going on. If you have any comments, questions, queries, quips, smart ass remarks, post them up in this comment section. And if it seems like we're ignoring your questions, trust me, we are not. YouTube gets a little glitchy or stupid sometimes. It doesn't have its coffee or nootropics for the day. And just glitchy. So keep entering it in there, and eventually it will populate, hopefully, fingers crossed. And we will address everything. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us as always. And if you like what we're doing here, hit the like button, the comment button, the notification bell button. If you listen to the Supplement Engineer podcast or The Final Scoop on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcast listening platform, give us a 5-star review, because that helps us climb up in the algorithm rankings, and so more people can hear the good word of the Supplement Engineering colleagues.
The good word, also known as the gospel. Did you know that? That's what gospel means.
Gospel of the Supplement Engineer. It was one of the books omitted from the Bible, apparently, for whatever reason. All right, Devin, thank you. There are costumes today. Look, here's our costume. So it's Sandra's costume. And this is for all the Star Wars nerds out there.
Okay.
I find your lack of cheer disturbing. I also have a Ninja Turtles Christmas sweater, but it is way too hot and it's not cold today.
It is really warm. It's a warm.
Thick.
It's a real sweater.
When I move to Montana, it's gonna be my permanent sweater.
Yeah.
Happy, merry, non-denominational, non-offensive holiday gathering.
Which is funny because it's literally called Christmas.
Punch all them buttons multiple times. Just like the voting. Just keep voting. Vote early and vote often for the Supplement Engineer channel.
It's funny.
You identify as an elf during this post.
You know what? There's just everything, isn't there?
Yes, we have everything. All right.
Let's get started.
What are you drinking today?
So, I'm officially cutting. I'm in the cutting phase of my life. There's a reason too, because I need to. That's the reason. And I'm cutting before the holidays, like nobody ever does, but I'm doing it because I think it's just easier to cut now. Let's just do it.
Okay.
So anyways, I had a dream last night that I was with my students and they were baking brownies, and they were like amazing brownies. I had fudge in them and peanut butter in them, and they were amazing. They offered me one, and in my dream I said, "Oh no, thank you, I'm cutting. I can't." So anyways, this is a different beverage. It's bubbly water, which is just water. It's like an
orange LaCroix, one of those.
Yeah.
waters.
It's like but it's like generic LaCroix.
Yeah.
By the way, and it literally only has one shot, not even a shot, half a shot, right?
It's got 1 ounce.
It's got 70 calories of Zubroka because I have to cut a little bit. And because of this, instead of eating my enchiladas that I usually do, I'm just gonna eat a big piece of steak. It's gonna be great.
I could identify as an elf, unicorn, a bottle of bourbon, or a sack of potatoes. What about an elf with a unicorn horn coming out that's drinking bourbon and wearing a sack of potatoes? What about that? That work. So then, since this is a festive week, I don't think we've recapped our favorite Christmas movies, and if we did compare, we can always do it again. So let us know what your favorite Christmas movies are. Let's start with yours.
Okay. So growing up, I'd never seen The Grinch, right? The cartoon one. I'd never seen that. And it always seemed like I didn't want to watch it, because it's like, I don't want to watch some Grinch steal Christmas. Why would that be something that I would want to do? But recently it's made it to the top of my list. So I do love The Grinch. It's adorable. It's cute. The music's good. I love it. But when I was growing up, I loved the Santa Claus. I still do. Tim Allen is so funny in that movie because he's so real and he's so sarcastic and it's hilarious. So I really like that one. And as I got older, like in high school, college, Love Actually.
Yeah, it came out in 2002, I think.
It is a Christmas movie, I guess, but it's actually really funny. I feel it in my fingers. That's how he starts. It's hilarious. I don't know. If you ever watch Love Actually, I think it's hilarious. So mine aren't traditional Christmas movies at all. So what about you, Robert? Yours are more traditional, I think.
Mine aren't. National Lampoon's Christmas. Bingo. That's at the top of the list.
It is funny.
Yes. That is
funny.
Absolutely at the top of my list. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We just watched that. What's today? Wednesday. We watched that on Monday.
Yeah, we've been trying to watch them.
What else? The Grinch is up there, number 2.
It's a good one. Okay, so Home Alone is one of my friend's favorite movies.
I really like that. I just never think of it for some reason.
Yeah,
I watched it all the time as a kid.
Christmas movie.
Charlie Brown Christmas. I always like that. That was a favorite of mine going back to Chris when I was a kid.
Again, I don't really like it because I think everybody's mean to Charlie Brown, and I don't like it when people are mean to Charlie Brown. It's like, I hate you. Stop it. But I'll watch it again as an adult. I need to probably put it in perspective. Maybe they're not as mean to Charlie Brown. One of the ones I really liked, by the way, growing up, was the
Miser Brothers Christmas.
Yeah, but it's not the Miser Brothers Christmas. It's the Year Without a Santa Claus. That's the official name of it. And that's when you have the 2 Miser brothers fighting. Da 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 da. And it's so cool. I love them. I love them. So anyways, that's a good one. And then I used to love Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. So A Christmas Carol. How is that not one of your... So there's a million different versions. There's like a Muppets Christmas Carol.
I watched the Disney one. There was a Disney animated one with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck was...
There's a Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol.
But I never went back down all that much.
But see, A Christmas Carol is something all of us should watch. We should all have a favorite Christmas Carol is the thing. There's been so many made. It's a classic. We should watch that. Nobody does Christmas like England does.
Yeah.
Like Britain. Great Britain.
I'm trying to think what
we should do some Christmas.
Die Hard, that's up there. That's kind of cliche, but I like Die Hard. It's an action movie. It's an cliche. 80s action movie, and it's a Christmas thing. Yeah. I think it's kind of like one of those things that like it's cool now to say Die Hard's one of your favorite Christmas movies.
So Robert's cliche. You are cool. You're so cool, Robert. You think Die Hard's Christmas movie. You're one of those cool guys. See, if someone calls me cool, it like automatically is like, no, I'm not. I'm not cool. Don't say it. It's a curse.
Sandy cutting is comparable to someone being a vegan. Everyone knows without even asking.
I usually don't cut, but I am now because I bought new clothes and it's like they're barely hanging on. Like I'm a size 2. I've always been a size 2, but now it's like my clothes are like
2.1.
They're holding me in, and I was like, oh, I do not need to have an accident.
Scott was joined the live feed when I was doing a podcast earlier with Chris from Inspired Nutraceuticals, and he's tuning in for the late hour because it's You're 7 hours ahead of us, Scott. 6 hours ahead of us. So it's 10:30 wherever you are in Scotland.
It's late. We go to bed. I go to bed at 8.
Hogarden tonight, because what? Exactly. Yes, I will be having my nightly bourbon here after our.
Funny story. When I saw the COS, I thought cosine, because I'm doing math. But that's not what you meant. I did it. Sorry. Trig.
Christmas movie has to be Miracle on 34th Street.
See, Miracle, and there's an old one. And a new one, and I've seen the newer one more recently, and I haven't actually ever seen the full old one. Mm-hmm. There's an old one and a newer one. A newer one is in the 90s, which saying that's new is now, I realize, a little ridiculous because it's in the 90s. But I just watched for the very first time, y'all, what's it called? It's a Wonderful Life. For the first time in my life, I've ever seen it. And you know what's funny? I always knew the story. He wishes he had never been born, right? I thought that's how the movie kind of opened. Like within the first 15 minutes, he wishes it. And then the rest of the movie is him figuring out, spoiler alert, that's not until that's like a 2-hour movie. It's like not until the last 15 minutes of the movie that he does that. There's a whole movie telling you his life, which is crazy. It's a good movie.
You know how you can tell?
It's not very Christmassy though. It's literally like only 15 minutes worth of Christmas. I just want to state for the record, that's not really a Christmas movie. It's like a life movie, but whatever, it's fine. It ends really Christmassy, the last 5 minutes.
Lucy and that football. Yep.
She's so mean. She's so mean. I don't like mean people.
How much are we spoiling the halfling this year?
We don't. Funny story. All the gifts that are in the tree or under the tree, whatever, not from us. We give her the gift of love, man.
Gift of a home.
Of a home and an education. And nourishment. I don't know. I already said that. No, we really don't do gifts.
Well, she's kind of. I mean, she's only 3, so she's not really asking for anything for Christmas. Anything we get her, like we'll get her a new box of crayons or a new like coloring.
A ribbon that came with a gift that someone gave me. I'm like, here, play with this ribbon. She loves it.
Yeah,
it's like
and my family loves giving gifts, so all the stuff that we would think of, it pains me to make up a Christmas list every year.
Did we talk about that?
Yes, we
did.
Took
homeboy 2 hours to make a Christmas list, and he was so miserable the whole time. He was like, oh, I hate this.
Stress. I don't want for anything. I'm a low maintenance.
He has to do it when Sophia and I are not at home.
I'm a low maintenance.
We have to, when he makes his, but when I make my Christmas list, I just be like, go to Express, size 2, anything, go.
But see, I don't need work clothes.
He doesn't need work
clothes. I work
clothes.
from home.
I do.
I mean, I might need new socks or new tennis shoes every now and then. Then I put that on the list, and then I say, get more exciting ideas. I'm thinking
they don't like getting you what you like, Robert, because what you like. Well,
they got me this keyboard this year, so that's kind of cool, and it lights up and does all this other
it's not that they don't like getting you what you. It's you're very not
boring,
shiny. Yeah,
boring.
Yeah.
Somebody can send me a bottle of Blanton's. That would be good.
But I like that. I like the way you are. We're both needs, not want people. So we don't really give Sophia gifts.
No.
She's getting them, but she's going to open one gift a day.
Yeah, we're going to do 12 days of Christmas. So every day she's going to, starting with Christmas Eve, she's going to open one. So one of the things we got her is a ball pit.
We didn't get her that. We requested.
Like we put on the list.
Well, because the friggin' places where she can go play in a ball pit are all closed. Like they're all like, oh, kids can't come in the ball pit. I'm like, yeah, because all the kids that are dying from whatever. Anyways, so I was like, well, we got to get her a ball pit because she loves it so much. And so we got my parents and my sister to get a ball pit. It's really cool, actually. I kind of want to go in there. I'm going to go in there with my smaller size 2 self after I'm through with a couple of weeks of cutting. So anyways, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to play with her. So that's Christmas Eve because I like opening gifts on Christmas Eve. Then on Christmas Day, his parents got her a bike. It's like one of those tricycles that you can just take the little tricycles off and it becomes a bicycle. So we're going to do that. And then every day after that, it's something else. So it's like, but we got her, I mean, we asked for like a doctor's kit, of course, where you can like take the temperature and stuff. And his sister, I knew his sister was going to get it because she's a pharmacist. So I was like, oh, look, the doctor gets the doctor. And then we got books. Like I Am is the best series ever. So it's like I Am, Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Marie Curie.
George Washington.
We already have that.
Yeah. Well, I was just giving others.
She knows George Washington and Neil Armstrong, baby. And then we got her pattern blocks. So she can like, and then like cards we can design. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the yellow hexagon, the red trapezoid, the blue
I don't know how many teachers
rhombus.
are tuning into this, so I have no idea.
Y'all played with those when you were kids. I played with those when we were kids. You can play with them when you were kids. It's also fractions too.
Yeah.
Because the green triangle is
yes, we did give her the gift
hexagon.
of life.
Yeah, the gift of life. You're welcome, Sophia. She's awesome. She's great.
Christmas list is difficult as Robert trying to do a top 5 supplement. Yes.
Yeah, because you couldn't just do a top 5 supplement list.
Well, no, because Shane put me
you
on
would have to separate it.
This past weekend on the Final Scoop, Shane put me on a spot. He said, Robert, who's your favorite brands of the year? And I'm thinking, I can't do that because
there's different reasons why you like each brand.
That's what I said. So I like certain products from certain brands. Mm-hmm. I don't like every brand, unless like it's my own brand where I'm formulating everything to my own specifications. Well, I like everything a brand does because there's certain products I like from a brand, certain products I think don't do much, certain things I think are maybe overpriced or underdosed. Or, so it's like more like I want certain products from certain brands. And that's what's cool about the industry is that there's so many really good brands and good products out there. Like Genius brand is a good one that they put out really good stuff. And Genius Joy came through for me on Sunday, this past Sunday. We had to go see Sandy's family.
Did you take it?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you took it.
Oh, yeah. And then I was drinking scotch and bourbon when we were over there, too. So I did the whole night. That looks better.
Wait, time out. Getting away from the supplements for a second. They had the best vodka. Yodka. He makes it. He makes his own. I don't even know what kind of vodka he uses. Did we ask?
It's Tito's. It's the Texas vodka.
Just like a cheap vodka.
80 proof vodka. Yeah.
Just a super cheap vodka. Okay, so he takes this vat and pours in the good green olives, you know, like the big ones, the good green olives, pours those in, pours in the little pearl onions, which I personally hate. I don't think they taste good, but he puts the pearl onions in. And then he puts in tomatoes, but not Roma tomatoes.
Like little cherry tomatoes or grape
tomatoes. Like little cherry grape tomatoes, and throws those in, right? And then he fills it with vodka and lets it sit. And when you drink it, I know it's, for those of you that like olives, it tastes just like yummy olive juice. Like it's not like you're just drinking pure olive juice because the vodka's in there. But then at the same time, it doesn't taste like vodka at all. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It's so good. And you make it with Bloody Marys. I mean, I feel like you would just use it. I mean, you could probably use it for martinis.
Oh, yeah.
If you're an olive martini person,
well, that's why he makes it. He says he likes super dirty martinis, and that's why. He basically wants olive juice in his martini.
Yeah, it's so good. It doesn't even taste like alcohol. Oh, they're so good. I'm going to start making some. I got to start telling the world about this olive vodka.
Infused vodka.
So, and it's funny because what they said is nobody makes olive infused. You can't buy.
Well, yeah, even though there's a vodka company called 3 Olives, and they don't have an olive.
They don't have an olive flavor.
But there's bacon, whipped cream, pineapple, cherry, raspberry.
There's all these flavors of vodka except olive.
Yeah.
And it's delicious if you've had it.
Yep.
So good. I could just drink it by itself, actually. But I drink the Bloody Mary.
Juice was a little too intense for me, but he pours the olive juice in there. He said his friend or his coworker just uses vodka, doesn't pour in the other stuff.
Just uses olives, right? So like dumps out the juice that the olives were in and just puts the olives in there. And she makes it sit for a week. Funny story, I tried to eat that olive And they told me it was going to be gross. But I was like, how could this olive be gross? Like, I love olives and it's sitting in the vodka. Like, it's going to be so good. I took a bite of it. It was like a ghost of Christmas olive past. Like, it's like all the goodness of what makes an olive good was sucked out of it. And it was just nasty. I've never seen anything like it.
Sandy's foghorn family. Yes, Sandy is the quiet one of the family. That's the scary thing. She is the quiet one of the family.
This is true. I'm the quiet, boring one.
Yeah.
So
government is killing the bullpeppers.
No, wait. This is funny. Go back to the foghorn family because Sophia, we were sitting at dinner and everyone's just talking. We're just eating and talking. We're just talking.
Screaming.
They're screaming. And I do it. Robert's like, you do it too. The second you get around your family, you start screaming. I was like, I revert. Sophia is sitting next to Robert and she goes, it's so loud. Like
that is my dog.
She's like, ah. And Robert's like, it's loud, Sophia. And the family's kind of like stopped talking. They're like, is she okay? And she was like, y'all are loud. It's like, to be fair, you're loud. And I told Robert this. Every time my family is anywhere in a function, there's no carpet. There's no things on the walls to absorb the sound. It's always like granite countertops and granite floor or wood floor, and it's just echoing up the world. Like, we are the loudest family.
Yes, they are. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us, and Merry Christmas to you too. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Chris? We did discuss that a little bit while ago, but
nobody said Frosty the Snowman. Nobody said Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Reindeer. Thank God nobody said Elf. I think that's one of the overrated Christmas movies. Will Ferrell just irritates me.
He does. You know what? Will Ferrell
is like your family. He's too much.
Will Ferrell irritates me when he plays a character that Will Ferrell would play, right? But I love him in the movie Stranger Than Fiction because he is playing off character. He's supposed to be a straight-laced guy where weird things are happening around him and he's reacting to it. That's the good stuff. That's when he's super tolerable.
Luigi blocks game. Burglar stole cookies we made for Santa, and I was arrested innocent. Okay, that's sad. Robert's praying he loses hearing for 20 seconds. Yeah, or there just needs to be, always need to have a few servings of Genius Joy lying around.
With alcohol. Is studies been done? Like, do they study the effects of Genius Joy with alcohol?
No studies have done using that specific product.
But to be fair, that's the only time you've ever used it. Because if you use it every time you're around my family, you're also always buzzing. You always have a drink in your hand when you're with my family. This is a thing.
Probably so.
This is a thing. And
I know alcohol can potentiate the effects of certain nootropics, and certain nootropics kind of like blunt the effects of alcohol. So like you take Nupep with alcohol, for instance, you don't perceive yourself to be as drunk when you're taking Nupep and you're drinking.
So you're
actually drunk, but you don't feel that way. Like your brain is more operating at such like an enhanced capacity. Like the
wait, what's the point of drunk then if you don't feel like it doesn't make any sense? If you're drunk but you can still drive,
you're processing, so you're not going to slur your words as much, but you still get the dampers on to like your creativity and stuff like that are firing better.
Okay.
So you kind of get that perfect little balance of amped up, but
okay. Because I was like, is it drunk if you're like super lucid? Because then you're not really drunk.
It depends on how you're measuring drunk.
How are you measuring drunkenness, right?
I think we have we just need to change this to the bourbon channel.
I never drink bourbon though. That's the funny thing. I usually don't, which I think is kind of funny. See, that is a good question because the whole thing is eerie and snowy, and we watched it recently because we were watching something else that referenced it.
So that's superheroes. It's like a history of superheroes.
History of superheroes, right? And they talked about Batman Returns, and they said that the movie itself was really good. It just wasn't a Batman movie. They said that like the directing was good and the acting was good and the storyline was good, but it didn't sell or it didn't go over well because it wasn't really a Batman movie. It was more about the villains and less about Batman.
It was Tim Burton.
And it was Tim Burton, so he did this whole weird thing. But to be fair, Tim Burton, I thought, did the first one too.
Well, yeah, but the studio probably had a greater grasp on him for the first one.
He had more freedom because it was so successful. Right. Okay, so here's the thing. We watched the second one, and I kind of see what they're saying. It was all about the villains. Batman was negligible in that movie. In Batman Returns, Michael Keaton is barely in it. And when he's in it, he's not even Batman. He's like at home on the couch watching TV. Like
He's brooding in the lair.
He's brooding. Like he's not doing anything. And so it's interesting because it actually is an interesting. It's an interesting movie.
Yeah,
It's
I like
dark and creepy.
Michelle Pfeiffer is a good Catwoman, especially compared to Halle Berry's.
I never saw it. I never saw Halle Berry's.
Thank your lucky stars you did. And so plus Anne Hathaway was Catwoman in the Christian Bale Batman trilogy.
Yeah.
She was good.
Yeah.
I think I like the Michelle Pfeiffer version better.
I like the Marvel Universe. I love how much time and thought it took to create and weave together and to have that long foresight to weave this in for years and years and years and years before you finally made that Avengers movie. I mean, that's insane how much time and effort it took.
Yeah.
Props.
An enhanced buzz. Yes, that is the purpose of using nootropics in conjunction with a good stiff old-fashioned. So, what other overrated Christmas movies are there? Let's discuss that.
That's a good question. Robert hates A Christmas Story. And I think A Christmas Story is freaking hilarious. Here's my question. I think it's because it's relatable, but maybe it's only relatable to people. Maybe it's not relatable
Have
to
jacked
you.
up families?
I mean, yeah, first of all. Like, Home for the Holidays is a Thanksgiving movie that I always loved because it is such a screwed up family, and I always loved it. I was like, thank you. Thank you.
So why do you like A Christmas Story?
It's hilarious. Like, the way that the scene where he says the F word, and the mom is like screaming at him, and they're like, where did you hear that? Where did you hear that? And he's like, I didn't want to say I heard it from dad because that wasn't going to be good. So then he like says his friend. Like, it's a typical kid thing to do. Like, oh, it wasn't me, it was my friend. And then the kid gets on the phone and they're like, he heard this word from your son. And then you hear them beating the son, like spank. I mean, I guess that's taboo nowadays. Maybe they don't play it nowadays. I don't know. But then he's like, oh, it's too late to say I was lying. I feel really bad. He's totally getting beat and he didn't do anything wrong. And it's like such a kid thing where you're like, I don't want to get in trouble. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. And when Double Dog Dare, like he's like, I double dog dare. He's like, whoa, he said double. Did you even see the movie?
Yes, I have saw.
And the Ovaltine thing, where he's so excited. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to see the message. I'm going to see the message. And it's like this lame. It's like, oh, all their thoughts are shattered. You keep talking about the BB gun thing, but I'm talking about all the other scenes are hilarious and just like relatable as a kid. So you just weren't ever a kid is what you're saying. Yeah,
it was just.
Right?
I just think it's over. It's like up there with Goonies with me, like overrated movies.
Again. Goonies is amazing. Okay. It's kids that are regular kids and then they go on an adventure. I mean, they're not okay, so they're not like the most regular, right? So like the little Asian kid that's got like all the inventions, he's really cool, but that's definitely not your normal average friend. But Mouth is super normal. And what's his name? What's the Chump? Chump. It's so funny. And it's so great. Oh, I love it. Goonies is great. Isn't that Steven Spielberg?
Watch the Halle Berry one. She wouldn't. Yeah,
okay.
Agreed. She won't.
Oh.
Christmas Story, Dollar National Lampoon's. Oh.
Boom. Well, you would kill A Christmas Story, obviously.
Oh, Gremlins. Yes, I love Gremlins. I haven't seen that in so long.
I haven't seen it. If I did, I don't remember it. We need to watch it.
I know what we're doing tomorrow now.
We need to watch it.
We're going to watch Gremlins tomorrow.
Yay!
We'll watch it while the halfling is sleeping.
While she's taking her nap.
Yeah.
Because she gets out of daycare tomorrow, which is fine. The daycare
we have her
workers.
for 10 long.
Yeah, we have her for, that's why we do in the 12 days of Christmas. Every day she opens a new gift. So something new to occupy her. I don't understand how you give a gift. Do you even know children, by the way? I know children. I've been working with child psychology for years. It's my job. You give kids 18 gifts to open, a child. They open the first one. They just like, oh, I just want to play with this. And everyone's yelling at them like, open the other gifts. And they're like, I just want to play. I mean, do you remember going to your cousin's birthday party? And we got them like dresses, like princess dresses or something. And the second they opened the gift.
You're talking about my cousin's kids.
Yeah. Cousin's kids. And we got them princess dresses. And they were like, oh, and they wanted to open the bag. And they were like, now, open the other gifts. And they're like, but I want to open the pretty princess dress and put it on. It's like, no, you have to open the other gifts. I was like, okay, I don't think we understand how kids work. They really can't handle the multitasking of the gifts. They open one gift, monkey see, monkey do. I want to play with that. So back off and let me play with it. So that's why we do one gift a day. And then she can play with the gift for like it's new for that whole day, and she can play with it all day. And then the next day it's a new gift, and then if the new gift isn't as good as the old gift, she can totally go back to the old gift because she already knows how to play with it.
Yeah. Gremlins, yes, is a Christmas movie. Easy. Kill Christmas Story.
You would Die Hard
and marry National Anthem
because it's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Yes, absolutely.
It's such a funny concept of non-people. Ooh, Robert, we've been rewatching.
You didn't name the Santa Claus earlier.
Yes, I did. That was the first thing I said.
I
Oh,
thought you said the Grinch.
did you drink?
No, not yet.
Because I totally said it. Wait. Let's play that game. I love this game. The FMK. If you don't know what that means, you need to look it up because I'm not going to say it on here. So we've been watching Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
The dwarf.
The dwarf. Go.
You have to give me 3 women.
No.
You can't give me guys.
Don't do this. We've done it with guys.
I don't live in California.
He's pretending like he's never done this with guys
I don't live in
before, and he
California.
has. Okay, I do it with women all the time. So do it with a man. Who would you kill? You would kill Legolas. I have no doubt in my mind you would probably kill Legolas. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? It's true. It's true. Would you marry Aragorn? Would you screw the dwarf?
No, you probably marry the elf because they're the perfect
That's what
one.
I was gonna say. You should marry the elf.
Marry the elf because they're the
Because they're
perfect
clean
one.
and nice.
Yeah. Sleep with Aragorn.
Sleep with Aragorn.
and just
Kill the
kills him.
dwarf.
I mean, yeah.
By the way, I just want to say for the record that I figured out which character I would be, and I was a little disappointed in myself because I figured out I'm Pippin. I'm the one that makes all the mistakes.
The
I'm the
half-retarded
loud one.
Hobbit.
When they sign up for the journey, he's like, "Where are we going?" Like that'd be me. And I was like, "Robert, which character would you be?" And then I said, I don't even have to ask, do I? I already know what you're thinking. You think you're the king. You think you're Aragorn, don't you? And he was like, I know I'm Aragorn.
There's no thought.
Like, there's no thought. I was like, you wouldn't be anything else? He's like, no, I'd be Aragorn. I'd be the king. Like, duh. Okay. Well, I'd be Pippin.
With the leader. Put it that way.
I'd probably be Pippin.
Negatives or overlap when taking ashwagandha or bacopa together?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. I've never had any bad interactions between the two of them. I mean, obviously, everything's going to be very like on a case-by-case basis. They're both adaptogens. I tend to notice that ashwagandha has a little bit more potent stress-relieving property to it, especially if you're using something like Sensoril or KSM-66 or maybe Shodan. Bacopa, I take more for the cognitive benefits. I don't necessarily take it for stress reduction or mood enhancement, although it does have those properties because it stimulates GABA and serotonin in the brain. Plus, it also boosts acetylcholine production via 2 different mechanisms in the brain too. So I take it more for like its productivity, its neuroprotective and neuroenhancing benefits. I don't necessarily take it for stress reduction. Ashwagandha I take more for stressful stuff. Yeah.
Question number 1: are these things that you should not take every day and you should wean yourself off every now and then?
Bacopa I would suggest taking every day because its benefits are cumulative. So the more you take it, that's where the memory enhancing benefits of it really start to shine, is when you've taken it like 4, 6, 8 weeks kind of thing.
So if you had a parent with Alzheimer's, be like, eat this Bacopa now.
Well, I would do that. I would also have them on acetyl-L-carnitine, CDB choline, and lion's mane.
I want someone to do that. I don't know anybody with Alzheimer's, but if I did know someone with dementia or Alzheimer's, I'd be shoving this stuff down their throat in a really nice, respectful way. Duh. Okay, wait, I have a question. What was in the stuff I took yesterday?
That is an experimental fat burner pill I'm working on for a brand right now.
No, that wasn't a fat burner. I thought it was a mental thing.
No, it's called it's going to be called Accelerant.
But it made me super
name
productive. Okay.
Well, that's because I put in some really fun stems and some really fun focus boosters into it.
Wait, what? Okay, so I just want to say for the record, so yesterday I was like, I have a lot of work to do. Give me something. And he's like, here, take these 2 pills. I was like, okay, I'm going to take it on an empty stomach so it'll super work. And then I was like, oh, I feel so sick. I think I need food in my stomach. I feel horrible. I feel like I'm going to puke. So then I like shoved down my smoothie. But the entire time, and I got to tell you something, I'm a sucker for pain. Like if I'm in pain, all bets are off. I'm not doing it.
You're the biggest complainer.
I'm the biggest whiner and complainer. The whole like myth of like women are so strong and men are so wimpy. I was like, no, he really is Aragorn and I really am Pippin. Like I don't like pain. So but the fact is, whatever he gave me, I was like, I can get so much work done. God, my stomach. And I was working the entire time. My stomach was in pain. I was like, I don't feel well. I'm going to bring this book to the bathroom. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm so motivated right now. I got so much done and I'm sweating. But when I was finally done eating and I got my like food in my belly. I was like, cool, I'm not in pain anymore. I'm gonna keep working. And I just kept doing.
So what we figured out is that it was probably she shouldn't have probably taken that much alpha yohimbine on an empty stomach. There was in the sample that we were running, it's a gram. It's a
and I'm cutting, so it's not like I have access.
1.5 milligrams worth of alpha yohimbine in there.
But it was great mentally.
There's caffeine, there's N-diphenethylethylamine in there, the ass-kicking alkaloid from urea gerensis. There's a few other fun stimulants and synergists in there as well, which I'm not going to give the whole formula because it's still interesting. I love it. I've run it 3 days straight.
Yeah.
I feel amazing. I haven't had any
productive.
I haven't had any issues. I'm like feeling. I mean, I took that at 10 o'clock this morning, and I feel just as alert.
Yeah.
Then now as I did then.
Super productive, even in pain. Yeah. And I think that says something. So I was like, wait, give me some more of that good stuff. Can I take that every day?
I wouldn't, just because the urea gerensis alkaloids, you take that too often and then you start to lose like the euphoric sensation. You still get like the buzz from the stimulants, but
I felt good.
So that's why I would recommend taking it maybe 3 or 4 days a week instead of, take it 2 days, give it a day off, do something else, take another few days.
Okay.
Have you been to Gordos in Austin? No, we have not been to
Gordos. Is it a restaurant? Google Gordos.
Donuts, beer, and cocktails.
No, that's spelled wrong. Gordos Barbecue. No.
Barbecue tortas tacos. Family owned since 2000.
Hey, wait, can you look at something? What do they have for barbecue? That's the question. There's breakfast.
From the pit. Brisket,
beef ribs.
Pulled pork.
I'll go.
Chicken, pork ribs, beef ribs, sausage links.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a beef rib girl. Oh, but it's also tacos. Okay, so here's the thing. That reminds me of Valentina's. So Valentina's is like a Mexican barbecue place, but I've never been to Gordos. Oh wait, it's on Highway 290.
Yeah, we live near Highway 290, but it depends. 290 is a long ass thing. Oh, okay, so it's out by Dripping Springs.
We should go. Why do you ask? Is it delicious?
Have you been, Alberto? Do you live in Austin, Alberta?
Are you sending me somewhere delicious? Because I like delicious food. Do they make their homemade tortillas?
Taking yohimbine every day, do the effects plateau?
That's a good question.
I am inclined. I mean, the body attenuates to everything eventually at some point. Not the issue with yohimbine, but most people don't take as much yohimbine as they should. Like, you're supposed to work your way up. So the dosage, I want to say, is 0.3 milligrams per kilogram.
Okay, so wait.
So, like, for heavier individuals, they need to be taking upwards of like 15 to 20 milligrams of yohimbine each day. And most people can only handle like 3 to 5 milligrams.
Are you, okay, help me understand something though. Is this one of those things that builds up in your system cumulatively, or is it I need to take it that
it is a very quick acting central nervous stimulant and alpha-2 adrenergic receptor antagonist. So it blocks the alpha-2 adrenergic receptor on your fat cells, which allows, so fat cells, this is going to get, without getting too complicated into it, fat cells have alpha receptors and beta receptors.
Okay.
When alpha receptors get stimulated by catecholamines like dopamine, norepinephrine, and adrenaline, it turns them it shuts off the body's fat burning process. When the beta cells are agonized or stimulated, that's when they unlock and the fatty acids can start to flow into the bloodstream and your body can start oxidizing fatty acids for energy.
Okay.
Okay. So what yohimbine does is that those alkaloids, so say you get a rush of dopamine, noradrenaline, and epinephrine. Okay, you take something or you start exercising, and you get this flood of catecholamines in the body. You can't choose whether they're going to dock to the alpha receptors or the beta receptors.
Okay.
They just kind of go in box.
They just go.
So what you do is you take a combination of an alpha-2 receptor antagonist, like a yohimbine, and you stack that with a beta-2 agonist or a beta-3 agonist, like synephrine or citrus aurantium or bitter orange extract, and you're attacking it from both ways. So you're blocking the alpha receptors so that the dopamine and all those things can bind to the beta receptors. Okay. Plus, you're taking these beta agonists, which are also going to stimulate these beta receptors and further get the fatty acid flow train going. Do I think the effects plateau? I don't think people take high enough doses to ever realize the effects of those plateau. They might get used to the stimulation of it, but the fat burning benefits of it, I don't think people are taking nearly the efficacious doses to reach up to that plateau level.
So, should I be taking that?
You could, yeah, that would help.
Was that in my
especially the issue with the fat burning effects of yohimbine is you have to take it in a fasted state. So you have to take it first thing in the morning and then not eat for a couple hours or go exercise.
So that wasn't in my thing that made me nauseous.
You took a more potent isomer of yohimbine. You took alpha yohimbine.
Okay, alpha.
So I could give you the NutriBio yohimbine extract here, which has Yohimbine, which is the main ass-kicking alkaloid of it, but it's also got all the fun other little bioactives that are in Yohimbine.
Okay.
And it makes it kind of, you get this
I'm
potentiation,
cutting,
and so
you
it
need
works
to get
really
me
well.
stuff to help me cut. Wait, ow, I have my elbow. So wait. So maybe it's spelled the other way. Go back
I
to the
just told
Gordos.
you that.
Yeah, but to be fair, he spelled it with the G-O-R, but maybe it's Gordos Donuts Beer and Cocktails, spelled G-O-U-R.
Oh, I've driven past that. It's on South Lamar, where everything else is.
South Lamar has the best stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I've never been there. Whoa, wait, that's a burger. That's not a donut. That burger looks good. I love burgers. What you got?
Menu.
They got a cocktail menu, beer and liquor, dessert.
Full menu.
Let's go to the full menu. Appetizers. When I'm bulking.
Called cash grabs.
They have fresh mozzarella wrapped in donut dough and deep fried. What? Oh, they have green tomatoes.
Okay,
they have fried green tomatoes. Share this
screen with everybody
yeah, let's share this. I'm excited. Okay, look. They have fried green tomatoes, which is always amazing. Oh, look at this, Robert. Triple play. They have a green chili queso, blue cheese dip. You and I love blue cheese dip. And then they have a pimento cheese. Ooh, Robert doesn't like that. You just lost him there. I like pickled okra that's deep fried with a cilantro bone. Twisted eggs.
Okra.
Deviled eggs that are deep fried. You ever heard of a deep fried deviled egg?
No. Just anything like a Scotch egg. That would be interesting.
Okay, listen to the 3 little Guidos. Brown sugar and cracked black pepper rubbed bacon. Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, sliced tomatoes, and a balsamic served on 3 mini donuts. What? Is this stuff good?
I mean, it could be. Kolaches, I don't think are good. Hey, the UPS truck is here, and we're going to have some supplement review in a second, which will be awesome.
Okay, wait. Let me
Kale
see some of
Caesar.
this.
I could get behind that. Greased lightning. Yeah, that's a
Okay,
Greek
so they have
salad.
salads. Keep going from the
Popeye's roids. Wait, this is hilarious. Popeye's roids. Fresh spinach, roasted red bell pepper, blue cheese, crumbles, walnuts, red grapes.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah, public house. Yeah, I could go with all of those.
Okay, let's see the drinks. Do you want to go to the drink menu? Okay, those are just like regular drinks. Oh, it's a burger. Oh my God. Okay, so it's a burger on a donut. What? I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that, guys.
Or you can have the cheesy buns where it's a sandwich stuffed between 2 grilled cheese buns. That's a heart attack.
No way. All served with a piping hot garlic donut. Oh my God, they have a pot pie. What? I love pot pie. If pot pie is on the menu, I'm ordering it. Nothing else will move me. If there's a pot pie, I'm ordering the pot pie. Done.
Aunt Merle. I thought Merle was a boy's name. Maybe it's meant to be that way.
Sounds good, baby.
Country Clucker. I like that name.
Oh, they have mac and cheese.
Brunch.
This sounds fascinatingly really unhealthy. Like on a leg day, you're going to take this bad boy and eat it.
I could go with.
We eat the El Diablo.
Smoked jalapeno sausage, over easy egg, pepper jack cheese, topped with pickled jalapenos and horseradish hollandaise. That is right up your alley.
Darn right it is. So is that hangover. Hello. I do like white gravy.
Is there anything not deep fried on here?
Hey man, you do what you got to do.
Coffee
cocktails.
That's
Robert.
what I'm talking about.
The Lucky Leprechaun.
Oh man, on Saturdays when we used to go, you'd take Sophia to the Science Museum. I would go work at Halcyon, the coffee shop next door. The best dark chocolate espresso martinis.
Okay, wait. What would you get here? What would you get here? What about the
wake
wake-up call? Would you get the wake-up call?
Espresso. No, it's got tequila.
Darn right. That's me. Spiced rum, butterscotch schnapps. That sounds good. What would you get?
Slipknot.
What would you get? I don't think you would get any of these. They all have like cream and stuff, and you're not a cream guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see what else is on their cocktail menu. I'm gonna go check. You read through some of the cocktails. I'm gonna
Oh, well, there's mules, so done. I'm a mule girl.
There we go.
Deep Eddy peach vodka. Hello. Ginger beer. Love it. Love it. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh man. They got tequila. I do like tequila, but I don't like mezcal. I don't like smoky. I don't like feeling like someone just blew their cigarette smoke into my alcohol. I'm sorry. That's exactly what it tastes like. You can do it if you want, but I'm not really a big fan. They got gin and juice. Do they have some bourbon stuff? There's whiskey. There you go, buddy.
Dark
Draper. That's you. Devil's Rye whiskey. That's not you.
Well, I mean,
you don't like rye.
I mean, if it's blended with stuff, I mean, they got muddled.
You don't like it.
That's
as much
almost
as
like
I
a
do.
blackberry sidecar.
That sounds like a me. That, by the way, is me. I love rye. I'll take
I mean, I can try
two
that.
shots.
I'll go for it.
And I'll take the fresh blackberries and an orange red. Like also
Or we could
delicious.
just split a fishbowl.
Which one would you go
Angel?
for?
No.
No, you wouldn't go for that. You wouldn't go for any of them.
That's juice.
I mean, that's fine.
A water moccasin.
No,
Yeah.
they're all too fruity. That doesn't taste like alcohol.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks for the suggestion. And we just got a package that just arrived at the door. So this is from One Up Nutrition, obviously. Thank you to Vadim and the guys over there for sending this to us. Let's rip this open because they just released a new protein bar.
What does it taste like?
You were about to find out.
God, Robert.
I was chopping down some tree branches earlier. You're sawing down.
I'm getting away. He's gonna chop my arm off.
It's funny. This says priority 2-day mail, and Vadim sent this last week.
No.
Yeah.
The mail is so. Okay, wait. I don't want to get too close to you. The mail is so slow.
So let's see what we got.
Yay!
Now, I did request something special for you because I know how much you like this.
What is it? Oh, is one up the coconut? The coconut place? Okay, wait. This is really good. The caramel macchiato and the coconut ice cream are so good in coffee. This is how you should drink your coffee. People are crazy making protein coffee drinks. Just buy protein powder and put it in your regular coffee. Problem solved, y'all.
Holy
wow.
smokes.
This
Okay.
is my favorite.
We've got a bunch of flavor samples of their cookies and cream whey protein.
Oh, I bet they're good. These are delicious. These are so good.
And
Are they good nutrition? What kind of protein are they? I'm sorry.
25.
No, are they like
Sure.
whey or?
Yeah, it's
so
all whey protein. It's whey protein and hydrolyzed whey isolate.
Okay, because this is literally one of my favorites. So
I wasn't aware we were getting this many bars. So we have 4 different protein bars to try. We have peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, there goes my steak. No, okay, I'm not gonna do enchiladas. I'm gonna do steak. Can I have room for this?
Yeah, key lime pie.
Ooh, I love key lime pie. I recently discovered that I love key lime pie. Oh my god.
Salted caramel.
Have you ever had it? It's delicious. What's this one?
Salted caramel.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And we have s'mores.
S'more sounds good.
Awesome. All right, let's crack into these.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Can you
Can
go
we
get a
start with
knife?
peanut butter and jelly because I'm
Yeah,
worried about
go
it.
ahead and go get a knife, and I will start. I'll
If
do
it's
the
bad, I
breakdown.
want the other ones to take it later.
Okay, so these protein bars, there are 12 bars per container. It is 250 calories per bar, 6 grams of fat, 34 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 18 grams of protein. One of the bars has 17 grams of protein.
They're all about 240 or 250 calories.
Yeah, 17 to 18 grams. I've seen on the website, some of them have up to 20 grams of protein per bar. So we're going to go and try all of these now. Inside the bars, it's Whey Crisp Protein Blend, which has a whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, tapioca starch, calcium carbonate, sunflower lecithin, egg whites, kosher gelatin, milk protein. There's a dark chocolate coating for this one, caramel, non-GMO glycerin, digestion-resistant maltodextrin, organic erythritol, canola oil, sea salt, corn fiber, and natural flavors.
Okay, so we've got between 17 and 18 grams of protein. Actually, the only one that's 17 is the peanut butter and jelly. Can we?
Yes.
Or should we start with the key lime pie because it seems like the lightest?
Yeah, let's try
flavor?
the key lime pie first. That's one of their newest flavors too. And
I love key lime pie.
Vadim said this was
Really
super tricky
excited.
to get tried. All right, so here, this is the first time we're doing any of the bars on the channel. They have a ton
I've
on their
never.
site.
I didn't know that. Their protein powders are really good.
Yeah, the protein
I
powders are
love key
awesome.
lime pie. Yeah, just steak for dinner, guys. No, nothing with it.
All right, and see, it says these bars are cold pressed protein bars.
Wait, what does that mean? They're cold pressed? Like
There we
coffee
go.
is cold pressed?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like short and stout. It's like a Hobbit.
Okay, so here you can kind of see the little whey protein crisps on the inside right there. All right, you want to try?
I do. Mmm, that's really good.
Now, how does
It's
this stack
fun
up
to
to
eat.
actual key lime pie?
Mmm. Well, key lime pie, the flavor is spot on. It's got that burst of lime.
Brightness.
It's so good. But what key lime pie is good about it is like oh my God, this is so good. It kind of tastes like
This is awesome. Holy cow. I usually don't like key lime pie desserts or lemon bars or
this
anything.
lime is good. Lime.
That is awesome.
What does that taste like? Like a lime Skittle?
It's
But, like,
fresher than a lime Skittle.
Yeah, it's
got-
fresh. It's good.
Yeah, lime Skittles have
And
that
the
really
texture's
cloyingly
easy
sweet.
to eat. There's nothing gummy about it. You know,
No.
protein bars are gummy.
I was going to say, how do you like the texture?
I
Because you're
love
kind
the
of
texture.
picky with protein
I'm
bar
very
texture.
picky about texture, actually. This is fun to eat. It's like popping in my mouth.
Yeah, that's
It's really fun to eat.
good. I kind of want to eat the rest of that.
I'm going to eat this whole bar.
Go ahead.
No!
Okay,
I
well,
won't have
let's
room for my steak.
Wow. Okay, 1 for 1.
It's really good.
What else we got?
Okay, wait.
You want to do s'mores?
No, I want to
Peanut
save
butter and
s'mores
jelly?
for last. I want to do peanut butter and jelly and then caramel.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Because I'm a little scared about peanut butter and jelly. Are all of them texturally the same, like the crunchy?
I have no idea.
They're
I've
fun
never had any of
to
these.
eat. They don't feel like you're just chewing for days and your teeth hurt. You know, like when you chew a protein bar, you're like,
Delicious micro batch protein bars.
look at me.
They make them in small batches because a lot of these, like the bigger, like protein bar companies make
it's
tons
like
and tons, and then they sit on the shelves for months and they get really hard and nasty. So doing smaller batches, helps
Ooh,
hopefully
it's got
keep up.
dark chocolate looking. What am I eating again? Oh, peanut butter and jelly. I'm a little nervous. I just smell dark chocolate. It smells delicious. I was expecting there to be like jelly.
A layer of jelly or
peanut
something
butter.
like that. Okay. All right.
How is it peanut butter and jelly when there's no layer of jelly or peanut butter?
We're about to find out. And then what flavor is the jelly is the question.
This is really good. Oh, okay. There it is. This is really good. And I don't know how to explain it. Okay. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Okay. But it's not.
Well, see, I didn't grow up eating peanut butter and jelly. I actually grew up eating
What do
peanut
you
butter
think of it? Because I bet you feel like it just has like a fruity aftertaste, like a gelatin.
Maybe, but I think the chocolate flavor kind of overpowers any jelly flavors.
Definitely.
I love the flavor. I don't know if peanut butter and jelly is the right flavor. Maybe my taste buds are just goopy.
Okay, so let me explain.
But you get a really nice, like smooth peanut butter, not like an overly roasted one. It's a very well balanced peanut butter to chocolate flavor.
Okay,
I like it.
Let me go with this. If you've ever had I'm trying to think of where you've had that jelly kind of like texture. I guess just jelly, but it's not like jelly in a can or a jar. I'm talking about like candy, like a fancy candy where they have like a little thin layer,
like a cherry cordial or something.
Like a cherry cordial or something, but like thinner and smaller. So the first bite you definitely get the dark chocolate, and then you get the peanut butter. It's like a roasted peanut butter. It is not a cheap peanut butter that you're tasting.
Yeah,
it's a good peanut butter. It's like good. And then it's the crunchy. And then you're like, I wonder when I'm going to get the jelly. And then you get the jelly and it's got like a different texture, like a gummier. It's nice though. It's really nice. It's really good. And I almost it is peanut butter and jelly, but I almost feel like it's a shame calling it that because you almost want to call it like, okay, those cookies, the silver, okay, that's what it is. You know the sugar cookie that's a heart and then there's a heart with a hole in it and it sticks it on top and there's like, that's the kind of texture and the flavor that I'm talking about. It's just like that one note of it. It's not like peanut butter and jelly where you're like smacking on the schmuckers.
All right.
It's really good. Again, I'm having a hard time not wanting
to eat your breakfast tomorrow.
To eat the rest of it. No, I have a smoothie for breakfast. I have to be consistent.
Okay, salted caramel next. Yeah, A+ job, Sue.
And I love the texture. They're so fun to eat. They're like crunchy and light. Oh, they're good.
These wrappers. What else is nice about these is like the wrapper isn't shrink wrapped to the bar. A lot of times the protein bars, the wrapper is so tight around it. This has a lot of room and makes for easy accessibility.
Okay.
All right, so here is.
Look at them. They're really dumpy. They're so dumpy. I like it. It looks home baked. What am I eating? Salted caramel?
Salted caramel.
Okay. So caramel is one of those things that, like peanut butter, it
can go
you
can see ways. The thin little layer of caramel up at the top right there.
I do. Yeah. Oh God, they're so fun to eat. They're so crunchy.
Very light and fluffy.
That's good caramel. That's like a Rolo caramel. It's like damn good. It's not too sweet at all.
The filling, yeah, you get the chocolate coating. There's just enough caramel where, like, I've had other caramel bars before, and it's like that's all you taste.
It's really sweet. Caramel can go really one of two ways.
But the cake part on the bottom underneath,
so good,
really balances out. I'm trying to. It's almost like a shortbread cookie.
Yeah, they all taste like cookies. That's what I'm saying. They all taste like that cookie, but like a good cookie.
Yeah, it's like a really good shortbread cookie that's not overly sweet.
That's so good. I think my favorite. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think salted caramel though. Damn.
This might surprise you. I think my favorite thus far is key lime pie. I don't know why. But...
Well, because you've never had key lime pie like I have, and they're delicious.
All right. Last but not least, s'mores.
The texture's awesome. I love weird textures. I love the outright bars. I love the oh snap Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
The little Rice Krispie things.
Ooh, you can see
It's like there's Rice Krispies.
There's Krispies.
These are freaking, is that
right
what cold
there
pressed means? Okay, that's
Right
it. I
there.
only want my protein bars cold pressed.
is a little marshmallow.
I don't like the super chewy texture. I like something more
You can see all
fun.
the marshmallows on top up there too.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was too excited about the texture.
You can see the graham cracker.
Is that marshmallow?
Yeah,
That's
marshmallow.
the
You got the graham
marshmallow.
cracker in the middle right there. You got this top layer. Okay, it looks like a Rice Krispie treat on the bottom.
It's so good.
There you
The
go.
texture is so good. Holy crap. Right, it hits you right away. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. It's so sweet, but in like such a good
Winner.
way. It's like milky sweet.
Wow, I'm really glad you picked that last. That is the perfect way to end.
Oh
this
my
video.
god, it's so good. It tastes like fresh marshmallow. If you've ever had anybody make a homemade marshmallow, oh my god.
We're gonna have another bite.
It's really good.
Damn, Vadim, the rest of the people that won up. First off,
Oh my
thank you for
god.
sending us this giant goodie box. This is awesome early Christmas present. Second
These are
off,
so good.
hell of a job on those bars.
These
Goddamn.
are my lunches from now on.
Those are awesome.
They're just so good.
Those are awesome.
If I ate 2 of these, that wouldn't be a terrible lunch, huh?
500 calories, 36 grams of protein.
That's totally the same as my enchiladas.
There you go. Wow. Yes, guys, if you're looking for some new protein bars to try,
These 2 of these ones are so good.
I'm gonna heavily recommend these. These are really good, really good. And they have a blueberry cobbler protein bar in the works.
Oh my god, I love blueberries. Okay, wait. I'm like dying.
Wow.
I'm drooling. I'm like staring at them longingly because I just want more
Yeah.
of them.
That was awesome.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
eat
Thank
steak
you.
and it's filet, so I've got nothing to complain about. But they're really freaking good. What the flip?
All right, let's get back to the questions.
Oh my
Who's buying
god.
stuff here? Hopefully she's not gonna have to buy a supplement tub. I'm just gonna have so much left over and accumulated from all my years of work that she can just use them.
You need to. Can you move those?
Nope. Resist the temptation. Be strong, young Skywalker.
I resisted an amazing brownie in my dream.
Say this kind of class
God.
did jump out of a 4-story window.
Those are so good though. Like
Yeah,
they
those
don't
are-
taste like protein bars, you know, and they
No.
they don't taste like candy bars. Because honestly, I'm not really a candy bar person. They're so sweet and like gummy. Those taste like you did a great job of explaining. It tastes like somebody went to a gourmet cookie shop and they have this like shortbread texture. They taste like really good homemade shortbread cookies or biscuits, like the British would say, like biscuits. Oh my god, they're really good and they're really fun to eat.
Jacked Factory has a bar now. Ooh, I'm curious to try their bar.
Are they cold pressed?
I don't know, but they do.
Because
They
I'm
make,
not interested.
they make Cognisurge, which I really like,
Oh, I
and
like
so they do
Cognisurge.
a lot of good stuff. So I'm curious to try their bar. I need to get somebody from their company up on the podcast just to see, because it seems like they came out of nowhere and exploded.
Try not to look at the bars.
Just wanted to mention Sandy's picky palate makes me genuinely trust her during. She is awesome. Like she knows that I know a bunch of the people in the industry. We've reviewed.
And I feel bad when I don't like
Well,
it.
no, we've reviewed
But I
products for
see it.
companies that I've actually written content for or consulted on, and she'll taste it. And she said, "This is garbage rock." I'm thinking. She says, "I'm sorry. I hope." I don't get. They don't. So they want most of the people that I work with, and you know, I'm nice enough to consult for and all that. They're nice enough to allow me to consult with them. They want genuine reviews, and it's awesome that you have no filter, and whatever comes into your brain is going to come out your mouth.
To be fair, we were watching an episode of House where what was the part in his brain that was messed up?
The cingulate something.
Okay, there was a part in his brain that controlled basically the whatever
The
you
filter.
thought, the filter, right? So whatever you think he would just say, whatever he thinks he would just say. And it like ruined his marriage and it ruined everything. And I was like, you're welcome, Robert, because I already have that. So you already know everything that's going on in my mind. We could maybe I have that part of my brain injured and we don't know it. I never thought about that.
Kind of
till
just
now.
dropped you on your head.
But like in reality, my mom did actually drop me. No, I'm not lying. I was a baby and my sister Stacy was holding our cat and we went into the vet's office and you're not supposed to hold a cat because why? Because dogs were in there and they started barking and the cat scratched and Stacy went and my mom goes to like reach for Stacy and she dropped me on my head.
Explains a
Well,
lot.
there you go. It's scientific that maybe I really can't lie.
All the guys
It's
are
kinda
there.
awkward.
Find a woman who looks at you the way Sandy looks at these protein bars.
They're so good. And it's not fair because y'all, steak is good. Filet is good. Like I can eat steak. Like I used to be okay with steak. But they don't taste like protein. I don't like protein bars that taste like protein bars. I don't like the texture. Like you're all like trying to give me my sin fits, and I'm like, oh, but she's like a candy bar. And I never really ate candy when I was little, so I'm like, I don't really want a candy bar. It's too chewy.
When she was, yes, she did.
Wait, now I'm curious. Is there a way to test that?
Jack's Factory bars look like outright.
Oh wait, I like outright bars. Maybe I will like it. I like them. I like the texture.
They're okay.
They taste like
They're
oatmeal.
not filling. I mean, I could eat like 6 of those and I wouldn't be full. And then I'd go into a diabetic coma.
What are you using it
There's so
for?
much sugar.
Because you're not supposed to use it for a meal. Dude, this to the guy who eats like 2 protein bars and he's like, I ate my lunch. I'm like, why don't you eat like a real, like we have food? You're like, no, it's good. I'll just eat my protein bars. To be fair though, a lot. But
we have 4 more boxes now.
wait a minute. Wait. Can we just time out for a second?
No.
Can I make a request that you don't eat these? That these are mine? Can I just make that request?
No, remember you're cutting. You can't have them. Ha.
But I could
Yes,
make
you
that
could
my
have that for
dinner.
You could.
You just said I could eat it for dinner.
You can. You can have these for dinner.
And I'll get 2 different flavors each time.
Yes.
So it'll be like okay, I'm sorry. I like outright bars. And I know what you're saying. They're not like super big in the protein or whatever, but I love the texture. There was never a time when somebody would offer me an outright bar and I'd be like, nah, I'm not in the mood. I was always in the mood for an outright bar. I'm not always in the mood for all these protein bars that we have in our closet. I'm going to be in the mood for these.
No diabetic coma, which is funny.
I love
So
honey.
there was such fear mongering around
Honey?
fructose. No, fructose. So high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Even though high fructose corn syrup compared to regular corn syrup, there's like a 5% difference in its fructose content.
Okay.
Honey, which is considered a superfood, has a higher fructose content than high fructose corn
It's
syrup.
natural. It comes from bees.
Yeah, there's the natural fallacy. Frontal lobe, the real life brain case. Yes, exactly. Phineas Gage.
Yes.
Yep.
And I cannot lie very well at all. So that's why I have to actually like all of my students, because it would come out if I didn't. So I have to genuinely find something that I like about each of them. And it's super possible. For all of you people that don't think it's possible, it is. You just have to see the good in them. But I don't see the good in nasty bars, I'm gonna be honest with you. These are good.
You can make the request. His fulfillment of the request is debatable.
I know, but these are my bars. You have all those other ones. You have all those nasty
I do.
Gatorade ones.
Hey, I'll eat them.
Good.
But these are awesome.
These are so good. So
This
what's your
is a
favorite? I can't even
very
eat. I can't even
pleasant
pick a favorite.
surprise.
Because if I want something really
S'mores.
chocolatey
It's s'mores.
and sweet, it's the s'mores. But the key lime is
The
refreshing.
perfect dinner. Just bounce back and forth
That's what
between a
I'm
bite of the key lime, a bite of the s'mores, a bite of key
But
lime.
the peanut butter and jelly
s'mores.
one's good because I really like that. I like that. Like I can't call it jelly. That's the wrong
Sweetness?
term. No, it's like that chewy, like that thin chewy layer. It's not like a chewy bar. It's like this. It's like that cookie, the Linzer cookies. I think is what they're called. It has this like coat, like this. Does it have a coating in the picture?
I'm gonna look.
That's
at
what
the
I
bar.
tasted. It's probably right
I'm
by
gonna look at the
chocolate.
cross section. Oh yeah, there is. There's a thin little bar.
I called it.
Yeah, right there.
I knew it was there. I was like, no, there's like a thin, really thin layer just kind of running through it, and it's chewy and it's fun texturally to contrast with the crunchy. Jeez, is this what cold press means? Everybody should cold press.
Well, it just means it's not a baked bar, so it's.
Is that what
pressed
makes the
like that.
texture the way it is?
Yeah, I mean, well, plus it's the way they're made, how much, how fresh the bar is, the production methods, the
Everyone
storage
should do
message,
it.
and all of that stuff. So,
Everyone should jump on this train.
yeah, those are really, really good. Does the protein content throw you off at all? So it's not.
I
Exactly
know,
20
it's not
grams
that
of
much
but it's
protein.
18. But you're a smaller individual. You're female, so
I usually like them to have 20, but and they're pretty high in calories for only being 18 grams of protein. But at the same time, they're really good, so I'm kind of okay with it. When I'm not cutting anymore, these would be much more friendly to me.
Yeah.
Right now, I have to really think about how to eat it. But when I'm
you're
at school,
You're getting 36 grams of protein, so I mean that's still a
if I eat
considerable.
2 of them,
Yeah,
then
that's still
I think
a
it's
bit.
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I will eat 2 of them to sans a meal. But when I'm not cutting anymore and I get hungry, 240 calories for 18 grams of protein isn't that bad of a snack. It's better than I could do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, these are good. Oh, and the salted caramel.
Well, I think there's the s'mores is so good because it's got the
It has
graham cracker in
everything.
there. It's got the marshmallows. It's got everything that's really good. I think
And
that's
it's
the
not
best
too
all
sweet.
around one.
Because
Yeah.
that one could have been too sweet with that marshmallow. But it's like good marshmallow.
Yeah.
It's like milky and it's so good. No. Let me tell you something. You ain't mess. I have really cute clothes that I got for Christmas from Robert's family that demanded that we put stuff on a Christmas list. So I did. And I have some super cute clothes. But when I put them on, and I'm always a size 2, they're a little tighter than I would prefer when I teach high school boys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have a split pant issue if I bend over or squat or something. So, and I have really cute dresses that I totally fit. But size 2 doesn't mean that there's not like a little, ooh, what's that little?
Well, yeah, and written into our prenup was that if she exceeded a size 2, that's automatic grounds for an annulment. So.
I've never not been a size 2, but I need to be a comfortable size 2. I need to be able to pull up those pants. Okay, let me explain something. I was a model at 14, so I knew my measurements at age 14. You're supposed to be 34, 24, 34, and I was 34, 24, 35 at age 14, okay? Which was fine. They're not going to kick you out for a 35 butt. But as an older person, I have been as low as 36, which is super doable. I have been as high as 39 around the waist, which I'm not, thank God, but I am getting around that 37, 38, and I'm like tightening it for the 37, and I refuse to be 37. I will be 36. I will give myself an inch because I'm not 14 anymore, but that's it, okay? I don't goo the scale because the scale is meaningless. I do the measuring tape and I measure each thigh, and let's just say each thigh is an inch larger than I would prefer, which is probably contributing to the 37 booty. And I don't want a 37 tight. Really, it's like 38. Booty, I want a 36. I'm cutting until I'm a 36. So you can sit there and doubt me, Devin, but you are failing to take into account the conceit and arrogance that is driving me. I want to be able to wear those clothes comfortably.
There you go. Christmas dinner plans. Yes.
Unfortunately, yes. Wait. Okay. Fine, just say it.
Well, you're just going to restrict your calories.
I'm going to just not eat anything except this meal. It's like I'm going to restrict the calories and the protein to keep this.
So, you know, I'm from New Orleans, and so we are going to be having, this was Sandy's wish, because I could give or take whatever for a holiday meal. I eat the same thing every day, and I'm perfectly fine eating that every single day for the rest of my life until I die. So I asked Sandy, what would you like? Because for Thanksgiving, we did the Cornish hens, we did the stuffing, we did the pumpkin
It's just
pie
us. We can do whatever we want.
So I asked her, what would you like? Do you want to do like a rack of lamb? Do you want to do Cornish hens again? Do you want to do stuffing since that's your favorite?
I said no.
No. We are going to do New Orleans style barbecue shrimp.
Funny story.
Now, for any of you that have ever been to New Orleans and had barbecue shrimp,
it's not barbecue.
There's nothing barbecue.
Nothing barbecued at all.
There's not a grill. There's not barbecue sauce. There's not a smoker. There's
no.
None yet.
You don't do any of that. You poach the shrimp in butter. That's the barbecue shrimp.
So the butter sauce, it's a butter sauce, but basically you
it's got wine in it.
You get a nice crusty loaf of French bread, and then it is 3 or 4 sticks of butter, depending on which recipe you're using. 1/4 of a cup Worcestershire, the juice of like 3 or 4 lemons, a bunch of Creole seasoning.
The Worcestershire makes it barbecue.
A little bit of white wine. You mix that all together.
Lots of pepper, lots of seasoning.
Yeah, you let it simmer, and then you just poach the shrimp.
Just throw the shrimp in there.
And then you have the crusty bread, and you just dip and eat. And basically, it's just everything is a vehicle to just butter. So we're gonna buy some like cod fillets or flounder fillets and have that like the next night.
The next day, because we're gonna have leftover. Like we should have.
We might.
We will have.
Depends on how much Sophia eats too.
Leftover butter wine sauce or whatever. And so the next day we're gonna reheat that thing up in a pot and throw some cod in there, and then have buttered cod. Oh my gosh! Yes, I'm still cutting, but this is Christmas. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
And I can have the barbecue shrimp for Christmas.
We'll do grilled asparagus with that as well.
Yeah. See.
I've already got the homemade Caesar dressing, so if we want to do a Caesar salad with it, we can do that. And then dessert / actually breakfast Christmas morning will be my protein pumpkin pie.
Protein pumpkin pie. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
so yeah, we've never actually made. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Gains.
Thank you for that. It's not.
Talk some sense into Robert, for fuck's sake. Wait, talk some sense
into her. I want to look good in the pants.
Wait, talk some sense into that she doesn't need to cut or that she needs to cut.
I like them, but no, I'm doing it.
How much eggnog would you get the protein content for a body?
That's a good question. How much would you give for the what's the protein content for eggnog? Right?
Let me see. Depends on if you buy like the store. You just look up like the carton, like the Borden's eggnog calories.
Steak.
In 1 cup of eggnog,
it's got protein though.
There are 12 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbohydrates, and 11 grams of fat.
Huh. It's not that much more than whole milk calories. Maybe 100 more.
150 for whole milk. you're getting only 12 grams of carbs in that. There's 8 more grams of carbs here, but you're getting 4 more grams of protein.
There you go.
So interesting. Okay.
There you go.
I'd heard you say that taking multivitamin antioxidants is counterproductive between exercise.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it can be.
It
depends on like your specific goal. So if you're looking for more like power, strength, VO2 max adaptations, that seems to have a bigger detrimental effect than the purely hypertrophy. So they've shown some studies that taking anti-inflammatories or high-dose antioxidants in elderly populations, which are in a more chronically inflamed state, that's actually has not hindered the muscle growth. It's actually enhanced their muscle growth, because when you're older, you have such more inflammation in the body because the body's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory systems aren't as effective.
Okay.
But in young, healthy individuals that aren't in a chronically inflamed state, that's when taking antioxidants and multivitamins, things like that, could have a detrimental effect. Now, the magnitude of that effect is largely probably pretty small, especially if you're not going for like strength and power. If you're looking to just get bigger, stronger, just get bigger, more swole, get those gains, it probably has a minimal effect, and obviously we're talking orders of magnitude here. So something like an NSAID, like an ibuprofen or an naproxen, so Aleve or something, is going to have a significantly stronger effect than if you have like a serving of berries in like your post-workout smoothie. Like natural antioxidants don't seem to have nearly the effect that synthetic antioxidants or drugs do, like obviously. So I would say, if you want to like optimize and make sure you're not going to consume too many antioxidants, I would give it like a 3-hour window. Like, so if you're taking a multivitamin,
emergency. Don't take
emergency like 30 minutes before your workout session. Do it, say you're training at noon, take it at 9 or take it at like 4. One of those times, breakfast or dinner. I would say if you're going to train in the middle of the day, and obviously, on the flip side, if you're training first thing in the morning, get your workout done and then take it at, with lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
Preferably. But again, if hypertrophy is your main goal, the magnitude of that effect seems to be smaller than some of the other kind of things than if you're going for strength, power, or other kind of cardiovascular improvements.
Cool.
So yeah. Pass the ID50 of eggnog. All right, guys. Well, yes, we have hit our hour. Last call for questions. You've got 30 seconds to get a question in if you don't have anything else. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining us as always. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or whatever other podcast listening platform you listen to. Thank you again to Vadim and the boys at One Up for sending us these goodies. These are awesome. They will be put to good use and bring much merriment to us during these holiday seasons.
I recommend them for fun. Now, if you're just trying to get like heavy protein bar, whatever, but because like obviously they're higher on the calories and less on the protein, but their texture is so pleasing. It's just so good, and the taste is so good. So P.S. Just throwing it out there.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.